Oh, what up, Kang? Welcome back to another episode of SmackTalk. And we are here on episode 243 of SmackTalk to let you know that I am not dead yet. I understand we haven't had a lot of SmackTalks in the year of 2023, but that will be changing for the upcoming weeks leading into Kangamania, I promise. You see, I didn't do a recap for the Elimination Chamber, and I have yet to do a recap for AEW Revolution. So tonight, we will do that. And that will lead into another Smack Talk that will be released within this week as well. We are doubling up on Smack Talk as an apology to all of the great Smack Talk maniacs out there. So, what happened at the Chamber? We're getting right into it. We had a tag team elimination chamber match. It was Franco and Paul, the Golden Gods, and Sebi and Zach. Now, what actually happened in that match was the winner receives a tag team title match against Lou and El Taquito at Kangamania. And the results of that, well, they've already kind of been said on the last show on Revolution predictions, but in case you didn't watch that, I will say it was a tie. But don't worry, in our predictions, we had a tiebreaker that was actually the majority of the match was determining how the tiebreaker would happen. And, well, luckily we did it because we did tie. The Golden Gods and Franco and Paul tied. Sebi and Zach lost outright. And the way we did it was determining by order of the people entering the ring in the chamber match, the men's chamber match. And we each got, like, 3 numbers, both of our teams. And, well, the winner of that match was Austin Theory. He came out in the number 3 spot. And, well, the number 3 spot was given to Franco and Paul. So, via the tiebreaker rules, the Golden Gods lose. Franco and Paul are your number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. Now, there is no victory promo from them because, well, for them, this happened fucking 3 weeks ago, so they don't really, they're preparing now. They're not celebrating anymore. And I apologize, I never got to celebrate properly, but go ahead and prepare, guys. Woohoo! So, after that, we then had Lou and El Taquito come out at AEW Revolution. Now this is where we recap Revolution. You see, they wished for a tune-up match. Not a tuna match, a tune-up match. Against the losers of the Chamber. And that was the Sigma Academy. They lost outright. So, Zach and Sebi both came out, and they agreed to the match already beforehand, obviously, but, you know, little jabber jaw I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll face you, we'll beat you, and then we deserve a title match after Franco and Paul. So, what happened from there, though, is interesting, because Sebi decided he could no longer be in a tag team with Zach. The Sigma Academy could be no more. Sebi could no longer do this tag team shit with Zach. So, he left. The contract was already signed. So Zach had to tough it out by himself against the tag team champions. Now, I do believe that it was actually 3 Zachs, and if there's anybody in the entire league that can wind up splitting their brain into 2/3, it is Zach. I did actually give him the ability to predict twice. And trust me, he didn't just double up on every pick. Zach 1 and Zach 2 had very differing opinions on who would win in these matches. So, what officially happened there is that Lou and El Taquito actually struggled mightily at this pay-per-view. Lou went 3-5, Taquito went 4-4 for a combined 7-9. But don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen, because Zach and the Zacks, otherwise known as ZZ Top, went 3-13 combined, with Zach number 1 going 1-7, Zach number 2 doing better at 2-5, and then Zach number 3 coming in and predicting a match going 0-1. So, that was that. 3-13 versus the 7-9. Lou and El Taquito over double the correct amount of predictions. Still horrible. But, hey, a win is a win is a win, no matter how you get it. And now, it is time for Lou to celebrate his win and announce something pretty special. So hit it.
Hello everyone, it's I once again coming at you live through the power of the internet. And once again, for like the third time in a row, this is my victory. Me and my esteemed tag team partner El Taquito Violente defended our tag team titles against the very formidable, very legitimate tag team of Zach, and I think there was a third Zach in there at some point. So it was basically a handicap match, and then we beat him. Don't know I don't remember how much we beat him by, but probably by a lot because it's me and Taquito doing our thing. Anyway, enough of that mess. I have some real breaking news to break to you. So now that we're officially on the road to WrestleMania, I have something to remind everyone. If you remember, I gave up, I think at Royal Rumble, I gave up my opportunity to compete for the KKPL predictions title because I made a little business deal with the businessman. Well, seeing as we're coming up on the WrestleMania, I decided to cash in my favors from the businessman. And I'm here to announce that WrestleMania will now be my event, where in night one I will be inducted into the KKPL Hall of Fame because I called in the favors, and I am now going to officially be a living, breathing Hall of Famer. And on night 2, I will be going, I don't know what the match will be. Who knows what the match will be? Could be against the businessman for his title. But most importantly, I will once again make history on night 2 and win my 10th match, making me the one and only person in the KKPO to have 10 wins, 10 losses, 10 ties. The first official triple-double in the history of the KKPL. What a glorious moment. I'm such a hero. Thank you.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Officially, I have signed the contracts Businessman and me have negotiated, and we have determined it will be allowed. Lou will be inducted into the KKPL Hall of Fame alongside Mikey and Alan, the third ever inductee into this illustrious Hall of Fame. And night 2, I guess he forgot his opponent. He will face Franco and Paul along with his tag team partner El Taquito Violente in an attempt to get the first ever league triple-double. He has 9 wins right now. 1 more makes 10. And that will be it. The triple-double. An achievement that might not ever be done again. But certainly, he will always be the first if he does it on the grandest stage of them all. So yeah, Lou, El Taquito, you better start preparing. I mean, you did with your tune-up match, but you better keep on going, because Franco and Paul, while you've beaten them before, they are a tough out. They know you in and out, just like you know them. And we'll see what happens. You wouldn't want Lou's big couple of nights to be spoiled by a loss, would you? That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, though. We'll see. Now, what happened after this tag team match is actually also pretty interesting. Because you see, after Zach was alone in the ring, after Lou and El Taquito left, and distraught that his tag team partner left him, Mikey came out, and he offered him the deal of the century. He said, Zach, I know that you're upset about losing your match, losing your partner, but maybe I can pick you up a little bit. And he gave Zach a TV title match. Now, Sebi, a man who has been attacking Mikey verbally and wishing for a match against Mikey for months now, the man that was the man that was Zach's tag team partner up until a few minutes prior, did not take kindly to Mikey doing this. He felt this was a jab personally at Sebi. And Mikey said, no, I am giving a man that deserves a title shot, unlike you. But Sebi put his foot down, sat in his little potty chair, and he was very annoying. If you want to see the match, you can go look at the Revolution predictions. Sebi, he did a good job at what he was trying to do. But did he make Mikey lose by being so annoying, by making Mikey so angry at him? Well, let's find out. Zach did not do too good in the first match, but in the second one, did Zach do well? Well, the answer here, ladies and gentlemen, is no. Zach goes 3-5, but Lou went 3-5 and he beat Zach and the Zacks. So, will that 3-5 be better than Mikey's record? Well, Mikey, who once scored more matches correct in a 6-match WWE pay-per-view over a 14-match AEW pay-per-view, will Mikey struggle here again at AEW, the bane of his existence? Besides Sebi, of course. Well, the answer is no. Mikey goes 7-1, the best record at the show, decimating Zach, and retaining his title. Mikey, you still are our TV champion. So you know what to do. You've done this a lot in your career. It's time to do it again.
Hello everybody, it's Mikey, your TV champion, your current TV champion. Yes, I did retain my championship. Usually I would talk bad about my opponent, but really I have nothing bad to say. I snuck up on Zach. It wasn't really fair. He was having a bad day. I thought possibly I'd give him the chance to turn it around, but like I said, he had a lot going on. That's not really what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the literal elephant in the room, which wouldn't stop playing guitar, had something to say every 10 minutes, I wish 10 minutes, every 10 seconds, just being annoying as hell, and that's Sebi. Now, Seb, what you don't realize is that even with you trying to be annoying and causing me to lose or whatever you're trying to do, I don't even know why you would want me to lose. If you wanted to face me, it should be for a title, but just realize that I am the master of the mind games. You cannot deter me from being the best predictor. You could talk all the shit you want. You could say everything you want. I will stay even keel. I will predict winners and I will be the champion. And as the champion and as me being the person that I am saying for hopefully the last time, so you can get it out of your stupid head, that you are not getting a match against me. And that's final. So Sebi, go challenge someone else. Think about who you want to have your WrestleMania, Kangamania, Triple Mania, every Mania moment. It will be against anybody besides me. Okay? I think we got it. We don't have to talk about this anymore. Bye-bye.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mikey wants Sebi to get it through his thick skull that he will never, ever face him. That he will continue to reign supreme as your KKPL TV champion. And there's nothing more to say about that. Now, what happened in the main event of AEW Revolution? Well, it wasn't a match. Mikey versus Zach was actually the final match, but something did happen. You see, Brandon, your KKPL champion, showed up. He said, the champ needs to be in the main event, and I am here. And he called out his challenger at Kangamania, the businessman, the former champion before him. And they had a war of words. A war of words that didn't lead to any real conclusion. So, the businessman felt it right to say something here tonight about that verbal disagreement, that altercation that the two had, and his thoughts leading up to Kangamania. So, businessman, take it away.
There's no need for any flick intros, any music in the background.
This is me at my rawest. You see, Brandon and I, we did have a bit of an argument. We did have some foolish things said to each other at AEW Revolution Live Predictions. But Brandon, I felt that I need to explain my actions. I felt like I need to explain the method of my madness. What I want out of you, what I want out of Kangamania, what I want out of myself. You see, Brandon, you talk about your chosen people, how they've been persecuted forever, for ages. So have I. I'm not talking about my people. I'm not talking about your people. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about you and me, single men, Brandon. I grew up poor, poorer than any person you've ever heard of. I didn't know when my next meal was ever gonna come. I didn't know if the clothes on my back would be falling off by the end of the day. I didn't have soles on the shoes of my feet. I didn't have shoes until I was nearly 10. My mother was a weak woman. My father died when I was very young. And my mother was an incredibly weak woman. She tried her best, but she could not support me. I don't blame her for it, but it happened. So, what does that have anything to do with this? Well, to get where I am, I, unlike my mother, had to become strong. I had to be hard. And I was. You see, I didn't come from the nether. That's a fake, made-up story to get some laughs. Where I came from was some mean streets. And I fought some mean people. And I influenced many people to be on my side. And I became the kingpin of where I grew up. Zach Soda up there, he knows what it's like when you mess with me. I am not called the businessman for superfluous reasons. I am a man of business. I am hard. I am strong. I grew up poor, poorer than any man you've ever seen. But I didn't want that life. No. All I wanted was to gain achievement. All I wanted was to move up in the world. All I wanted was the spotlight on me, people to notice me. I did that. I worked my way up. People looked at me with respect and admiration. And then I came here to the KKPL, looking for the same thing. It was tough. I tried many things, threw many things at the wall. They didn't stick, but you know what did stick? The culture. I had people, yet again, that looked up to me. I had people that had respect and admiration for me. I still do. And when I won that title, there wasn't a single person in that locker room that could say, this man doesn't deserve my respect. Every single person in that locker room says, that man is the best in the world at predicting. That man deserves the spotlight on him, and we're gonna put it on him. And they did. And you took it away, Brandon. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you because, you see, my dream is the spotlight, but I know you, Brandon. I brought you back into this company whenever you was a failure, a drug addict, a drunk. I brought you back in. You remember that. I gave you a little bit of power. I gave you a little bit of my spotlight. And you latched on to it. And now you're here. Yet again, KKPL Predictions Champion. Main Event of Manias. Back to back. Yeah, that's you. I helped you with that. I'm not taking credit. That's all you. I know what your dream is because it is also my dream. We both long for the spotlight, Mr. BSW. And you see, that is what I want at Kangamania. I want the spotlight back for myself. And I'm pretty sure that's what you want as well. We don't need to be sharing the spotlight. One of us must be kicked off the top of the mountain. One of us must do it. One of us has to wake up from that dream that we both share. In the main event of Kangamania, when it's all said and done, I can promise you, Brandon, I ain't gonna be the one waking up. Wow. Businessman with some words for Brandon there. That's all I can say about that. I guess we'll have to hear how Brandon responds next week. Or next episode of Smack Talk. But as for now, that's it. So, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and doing all that shit. And, yeah. See you next time.
THANKYOU. Thank you. Thank you. THANKYOU.
Thank you, Kang.